Welcome to Modern Musings, conversations with the maiden, mother, and crone, looking at ourselves and the world through the lens of the 21st century. Hello and welcome back. I'm Amber Jones, and I'm here with my co-host, Kristen Hessler and Cindy Murray.
Hello.
And we have a fun episode today because, we've been talking about all things Christmas, and that's like one of our most favorite times of the year. So today we're talking about Christmas movies.
Yay!
Okay. And I have some questions for you guys, but the first thing that I want to ask, what is your absolute favorite Christmas movie?
Ooh, that's hard.
I know.
That is so
I'm sitting
hard.
here like thinking about it too.
There are so many.
Yeah, we were just looking at a huge list before we even started recording of Christmas movies that we liked.
Well, I think the one that has stayed with me the longest is probably Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh, I was thinking that you would say something completely different, like It's a Wonderful Life.
No, well, I mean, those are great ones. They are, that's a great one. But I don't know. The one that has like literally stayed with me since my childhood was Rudolph, and I think it's because those things came out. That style of animation came out when I was a child, and I loved all those movies that were that same style of animation. But I particularly loved Rudolph, and it was because he was a misfit. And
Island of Misfit Toys.
Yes, and I always felt like a misfit. And in fact, I believe that I actually had an elephant, a polka dotted elephant that looked like one of the toy elephant that was on the Island of Misfit Toys. So
I get that. I totally get that because I feel like a misfit also. And I used to joke that like my job was like a job for misfits and that we were on the Island of Misfit Toys. But yeah, I get that. Like I can relate with that one also because Rudolph was a misfit, and the little elf
was,
he didn't want to elf. He was a misfit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I relate to. Now I'm like thinking like, what was
to make you rethink your choices?
Well, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't say that it's my favorite, but I really do enjoy that one. Now I'm like thinking like, Kristen, what was like the big significant Christmas movie when we were little, like little?
Well, so my favorite movie is one that came out 2 years after we were born, but I think probably like the most significant one, like blockbuster wise, that everyone watched was
Home Alone.
The Claus. Oh, and Home Alone. So I was thinking the one with Tim Allen.
Oh yeah, Santa Claus.
The Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
those were that one was big.
Claus, yeah.
Right.
And Home Alone.
Mm-hmm. But my favorite though is Santa Claus the movie.
Right.
That one came out in
In
I do love that one.
1985 with Dudley Moore and John Lithgow. John Lithgow was a great bad guy in that movie. And stuffed animals with nails in them.
Mm-hmm.
It's everything about that movie and Dudley Moore, trying to get back in, Santa's good graces. And I think I watched that probably 1,000 times. And I still do. I think I probably still watch it like every year if I can squeeze it into my Christmas holiday viewing. So that one will probably always be my favorite just because when I watch it, it reminds me of my childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that one is sweet and fun and funny. And, and you were pointing out the kind of more serious, ones. Another one that came to mind that we used to watch every year that has always had a big place in the story itself in my heart is A Christmas Carol. You know,
Oh
Dickens'
yeah,
Christmas Carol.
very old school.
But there was I think it was George C. Scott was in it. It was a black and white one.
I remember
version.
that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we used to watch that all the time, and I did really enjoy watching. Even as a kid, I enjoyed watching that one. So
See, like my family was a very like humorous, not so serious, and like our big one that, well, we did watch every year. It's a Wonderful Life and
see,
Christmas
and I never
Story.
saw that until I was an adult.
But the big one that was like when I was a kid that my parents loved was Scrooged.
Oh yeah, okay,
That's a good
Same
one.
And
story as
that's
Christmas
yeah,
Carol. Yeah,
you reminded me of that. Like Christmas Carol with Bill Murray.
yeah.
As my parents were big Saturday Night Live fans and big comedy fans, and I always enjoyed watching that movie. And Miracle on 34th Street is another one that I enjoyed watching.
I did watch that one a lot. But
Yeah, I recently just got to watch Miracle on 34th Street, White Christmas,
Mm-hmm.
all of those
Ooh,
old
yeah.
classics. I've just recently, like in the past few years, have watched those for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And those are always good. Like I really do love the classics like that. And but yeah, Home Alone, that was always like a big one when we were kids, and The Grinch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like the cartoon version of The Grinch.
Yeah,
but then
that's-
Jim Carrey's The Grinch. I do love that one. That I always forget about The Grinch, but that is probably one of my favorites. And Elf,
I love that one.
another
I never saw
favorite.
Elf until was it last
Year before last.
year before
or so?
last? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the one that Arnold Schwarzenegger did.
Jingle All the Way.
Yeah, Jingle
Yes.
All the Way. Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a good one also, yeah.
There's some
So
really
many.
good comedy ones.
Very
but,
comedy, yeah.
One of the ones that I had never even heard of being a holiday movie until recently was Die Hard.
Well, that's not a comedy. No,
No, it's an action movie.
That is
So,
what
you know,
I
it
was
is
going
a-
to ask y'all if y'all thought that Die Hard was
I
a
haven't
Christmas
seen
movie.
it yet.
I haven't seen it either.
So,
So,
I
So
wanna
y'all are
watch
gonna have to
all of
watch
them.
it and then like
Yeah.
and then I want to know like what is the definition of a Christmas movie anyway? So people say that Die Hard is a Christmas movie because it takes place during Christmas.
yeah.
So then like Harry Potter would be a Christmas movie because they
Well,
have Christmas.
Well, no,
It
because
takes place during the school year.
the school
Yeah.
year. So
well,
it's
see,
the
but they
whole school
always
year.
play Harry Potter during Christmas time. So
I think that's because kids are out of school.
I guess, but like they always come out with like Harry Potter stuff during Christmas time. So I'm just
well,
wondering,
the
like,
movie's released during that time because so I
For the
they want to get their movie out at the end of the
like
movie
November,
year
December, yeah,
so that they can qualify
for the Oscars.
well, I know that they were released during that time, but I'm just saying that Christmas has a lot of Harry Potter stuff, like Harry Potter recipes, Harry Potter like
I think that
pumpkin
has
stuff,
to do with
Harry Potter.
It's
Well,
cozy culture
It-
though.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's cottage core, cozy
You
culture.
snuggle
yeah.
up and read your book, and
Yeah,
you snuggle up and
and
have
like the
movie
movies, like I
watching.
said, the kids are out of school. They're usually the series, the broadcast TV series are on hiatus during the holidays because they show a lot of Christmas programming and then they fill in the blanks with
Yeah.
movies
So-
and
But
stuff.
totally
Back
not
to-
knocking you though, because we have watched Harry Potter.
See, I always
Yeah.
watch Harry
marathon at
Potter
Christmas.
around Christmas,
Absolutely.
like around this time
Yeah.
of year is when I always watch Harry
well,
Potter.
and maybe I mean part of the reason that we
but it is
watched
cozy. Like it makes me want to get
Yeah.
a steaming
Mug
hot
of cocoa
cider or
butterbeer.
Kodo, butterbeer. And
But-
yeah,
Well, I mean, for me, the reason that we watched it during Christmas was because we were looking for things to sit around and like binge watch, so we have time, we're off, we're not at work. Let's binge watch a whole series.
Mhm.
So we watched, one year we did all of Star Wars. There's nothing about Christmas in there, but
well, no, I didn't
then
like
one year we
mean
did
it like
Harry
that.
Potter.
It was just
and-
like I always feel like watching Harry Potter
Yeah.
around this time of year. I mean, that was just like kind of like the whole, and they are always pushing Harry Potter stuff around Christmas.
Well, I think the pushing the Harry Potter stuff has more to do with marketing, selling
Probably.
product.
Gifts.
Yes. The more you can put that Harry Potter stuff out there, the more it reminds you that, oh yeah, I want to get my nephew or my grandson or whatever.
Can I swing back around to Die Hard for a second?
Oh yeah, please.
Yeah. So on that vein of like type of like action-y movies, like that has become kind of like a new. Well, it's not new, but
Yeah, I feel like it's a new subgenre.
like like action Christmas movies.
Well,
They
yeah.
just came out with
Well,
the
look
one
at-
this year called Red One.
Yeah. Well, and remember, Home Alone kind of fits into that.
It is an
category.
action movie.
It's
yeah.
an action movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that was one of the starts of that, sort of. I think.
Yeah,
maybe.
kind of made it
I mean,
like
I don't know
more
if it came out
action-like.
before or after Die Hard, but
Oh, Die Hard was like 80s and Home Alone
Right.
was early 90s, so for
Yeah.
sure,
Well,
for sure.
yeah, I don't know. That was all a long time ago for me.
There was a Ben
Now you
Affleck
got me
one in the
wanting to know
90s
When
called
Die Hard
Reindeer
came out.
Games.
Oh.
I think it was the 90s or maybe early 2000s.
Die Hard.
that-
Yeah, Die Hard came out in 1988. Wow, I didn't
Oh.
realize it was that old.
Let's see, we watched one around Christmas in action one a couple of years ago
Oh
when
yeah.
we were on a cruise.
While we were on the cruise, we watched Violent Night, and
That was such a good one.
I thought that was a great
I mean,
movie.
I thought that was really great.
I laughed a lot, and it had enough gore or whatever.
Yeah.
To enough action violence to satisfy the guys, and enough humor to satisfy the girls, and
And I remember when I was a kid, there was a series of slasher Christmas movies
oh.
called Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Yeah.
You remember those?
I haven't seen that one, but it's on my list to watch.
But so we're thinking about action movies and Christmas, and I pulled up the IMDb top 20 action Christmas movies, and number
There's a whole
one
bunch?
is Die Hard.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
people consider it a.
Okay.
An action-
Okay. So I'm gonna go through this list and let's see if y'all agree or disagree. And I don't know if y'all have seen all these movies, but number 2 is Rambo: First Blood.
I've never.
That was at
I've
Christmas?
never seen that. But
It is considered, according to IMDb, it is considered a Christmas movie.
I didn't remember that being at Christmas.
I don't remember it either. I saw it when I was a kid, so I don't
saw
remember.
it a long time ago. Yeah.
Okay, so number 3 is Rocky 4. And I do not ever remember watching this one. But I'm pretty sure I've seen all the Rocky movies. Okay, and I do remember this one was during Christmas. Number 4, 12 Monkeys.
it's like a winter,
Yeah, winter.
but I don't remember Christmas being a theme.
Funny
Setting.
how.
Right. See, to me, for it to be a Christmas movie, Christmas needs to be
A substantial theme
part
of
Yeah.
the storyline.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
this is just a list on IMDb. You
Yeah.
know, it's like it's not our list.
That is a
but
great
I'm-
movie, though. Now I need to go watch 12 Monkeys again. And I'll
Yes,
come
12
back at
Monkeys.
you
Have
with
you seen the
that.
TV show? That was a
No,
pretty good
what?
TV show, also. Okay. Born Identity. I have never seen that,
I
so
saw
I don't know
that.
if
I
it
thought
was
he
during
was just
Christmas or
running the
not.
whole time. Oh, wait.
yeah.
Well, Born. Is that
Okay.
the first one? Or
I
is
think that was the first one, right? Yeah, the Born
Yeah.
Identity. I think so.
Okay, so here's another one, and this one does take place during Christmas. Gremlins.
Oh, yeah, that's on our list.
Yeah.
And it does have
It's
a
like an action,
substantial.
sci-fi
It
horror,
actually has
yeah.
a substantial Christmas theme because part of the thing was
He was a gift.
he was a gift,
Yeah.
and one of there was lots of interaction with the Christmas decorations,
Mm-hmm.
and the girl played by, was it Phoebe Cates? Was that who it was in that movie? She had a substantial story about why she didn't celebrate Christmas. So, that's
Oh, because she had someone in her family that had passed away or something.
yeah.
I don't remember.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Don't give spoilers to people
Oh,
if there's
okay.
people who haven't watched it.
I don't know. There's a lot of like movies on this list that I don't consider like Lethal Weapon. That one didn't happen during Christmas, did it?
I don't remember. Some of these, it's been so. I mean, I watched them once when they came out, and that was it.
And then a lot of these are Bruce Willis movies, which is weird. Death Race. Did that happen during Christmas?
Couldn't
I
tell
don't
you.
know who made this list, but and then like Night of the Comet, I do not remember that being during Christmas, and I've seen it recently. Prometheus, I think it was during Christmas, but it wasn't a theme of the movie.
Prometheus, wasn't that the one?
Were they in space?
Yeah,
That's
'cause
the one with aliens.
Yeah.
in
Because
the
I
future.
remember they had like a Christmas tree on the ship.
Oh, okay. I don't think I didn't watch that. Mark watched that one, but I don't think I watched that one.
Let's see. I've only seen this movie once, but I don't remember it being Christmas. Peppermint with Kate Beckinsale.
Oh, and that is an action movie. I think she's like trying to.
But it might be a Christmas. Oh, yeah,
Rescue
it is a
someone.
Christmas one. Because weren't they like the kids that they were kidnapping wrapped up as gifts? Or maybe I'm thinking of a different Christmas movie.
I don't know.
Huh. Iron Man 3. Was that during Christmas?
I don't know.
It's been a while since I've seen the
I
Iron
feel
Man.
like I just watched all
Amber,
of those, but
you're the movie expert among the three of us. Really,
Yeah.
seriously.
I
like-
don't consider any of these movies. Okay, P2. That
I
happened
don't even know
during
what that is.
that happened. It was like a woman got caught in a parking garage with a psychopath on Christmas Eve. I don't remember. So I guess like some of these.
This is how they get action and horror movies in the theater during December.
Yeah, right. See, I don't let's see, let's look at this list then. The 13 best Christmas action movies ranked by Vulture. Okay, now this is better. Violent Night.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That was a
That I
great
would
movie.
and I would rank that one first in my
Yeah.
book right
And it wasn't just set on Christmas. Like the
No,
characters were Christmas.
now. It was
Yeah.
a Christmas theme.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I've never seen this one. This one came out in 1985. Invasion USA.
Mm-mm.
But it
Don't know.
happened during
remember that one.
Christmas in a shopping mall on Christmas Eve with terrified shoppers.
Okay.
Reindeer Games, I mentioned that one.
Yes, you did.
The Tower. I have not seen The Tower.
Isn't that one like something happens in a high rise building, like a kind of like a towering inferno type catastrophe?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it happens during Christmas, during a Christmas celebration. Okay, I agree with this one. I really like this movie. The Long Kiss Goodnight. Have y'all seen that one? It's got Gina
No.
Davis and Samuel L. Jackson in it.
No,
Uh-uh.
I have not seen that one.
Like Gina Davis is like an undercover spy or something like that, and it happens during Christmas. So that one's a pretty good one. Okay, Die Hard 2.
Yeah, I think all the Die Hard movies are set
Oh.
at the same.
I think
Okay.
so too.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
That
I
sounds
don't-
familiar, but I
I-
don't think
I
I've
I've
haven't
never
even
seen
heard
that one either. The Ice Harvest. Okay, this is a Billy Bob Thornton movie. I've only seen it once, but yeah, it's kind of like a everyday dark theme type movie. Home Alone.
Mm-hmm.
Batman Returns. I remember that being during Christmas. Yeah,
Oh.
the Penguin. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Silent Partner. This is a 70s movie
Hmm.
with Christopher Plummer in it. Killer Santa Claus.
Ooh.
Okay, Lethal Weapon did happen during Christmas. Okay.
I have that.
So
That
I
one
know
is
this-
actually on my
your
list.
is action, but there's not like horror action except for that Silent Night.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't there a movie like
This is just
Frosty
this is
or-
just action
Mhm.
Christmas movies,
Okay.
not horror Christmas movies.
Oh, so I guess because Violent Night was so violent.
Yeah, no. No, that one's just considered action. And then of course, number 1 all-time Die Hard on everybody's best Christmas list. But yeah, now we need to look up like best Christmas horror movies, I guess. Let's see, there's one called Black Christmas. I think I've only seen that one. I think there's an 80s one and then a remake.
Okay.
Um
I can tell you, I've probably not seen any of these.
and then like the Silent Night, Deadly Night ones. Uh,
So, did you look up? Did you try to find horror?
oh, Kristen's looking it
Oh.
up
Yeah.
right now.
So the number 1 movie is Krampus, which I've never
Oh,
seen. But I've
That
Yes,
one is pretty,
yes.
and I think you would like that one, Cindy,
Yeah.
because it's not like horror.
Right. It's the story. Is it like the story of Krampus?
yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
It's PG-13.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I have another question for you guys in a minute after we go through this list.
Did you find a list?
Yeah, but I don't recognize. Wait, is it So I Married an Axe Murderer? Is that considered horror or action?
I thought that was comedy.
I thought it was more
Is it?
comedy.
Well, I mean, it's I feel like it kind
yeah,
of
because
crosses
there's
all
not
the,
like a lot of murdery type. I mean, I know she like her sister. I won't give it away, but like
yeah.
I know she had all these ex-husbands, but there was no like blood, guts, gore, murder in
No.
it.
Yeah, I actually don't recognize a lot of these movies.
Well.
So, I said Krampus,
Mm-hmm.
A Christmas Horror Story.
Okay.
That was 2015.
I've never heard of that one.
William Shatner is the main character.
What
in that.
Really?
what list are you looking at? Here's
Internet
one.
Movie Database.
Oh, here's one by Entertainment Weekly, the 15 best Christmas horror movies.
What you got on yours?
On this one, oh, Black Christmas,
Yeah.
Mhm.
the old version, the 70s version.
Okay.
Oh, The
With Margot Kidder.
Thing.
Oh,
The
'cause
Thing?
they're in like a really cold place.
The original
Yeah,
one or
the original
John
Thing,
Carpenter's?
or the John Carpenter Thing. It's set during Christmas.
I didn't remember that.
Oh, it's got Kurt Russell in it.
Oh yes, that was a great movie.
Ah,
I love that
Silent
movie.
Night, Deadly Night. I mentioned that one. Jack Frost. Kristen, weren't you talking about
Yeah,
Jack
Jack
Frost?
We talked
Yeah.
about that. Yeah.
So funny. Okay, I haven't heard of this one. It's called Inside.
Mm.
Weird. Rare Exports, A Christmas Tale. I haven't heard of that one either. Psychological thriller. Krampus.
Mm-hmm.
And then A Christmas Horror Story. You just mentioned that one with William Shatner. Better Watch Out. Okay, this is like if you wondered what Home Alone would look like with an R rating. That's what this would
Silent Night. That's what I felt like.
be.
That.
Yeah, that too. Anna and the Apocalypse.
Okay.
Oh, that's like a horror musical, I think. The Lodge. Haven't heard of that one. Silent Night. That one has Keira Knightley.
Oh.
That one just came out a few years ago, but I've never heard of it. Gremlins.
Yes, that's a standard at our house.
Okay, and then this one right here. I was going to ask this, if you considered this one a Christmas movie or a Halloween movie. The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Right?
I know it's
both.
called The Nightmare Before
Yeah.
Christmas, but it's like set in Halloween.
Yeah.
Weird. Okay,
Yeah,
well, yeah,
I
that
think
was,
I
it
think
falls
it's
into
more
both.
on the Christmas category because it's people wanting to experience the magic of Christmas
mhm.
and like allowing yourself to feel like that joy.
Yeah.
But you can start watching it as soon. It's like you're
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, you can
Halloween's
start
here.
it in,
Halloween,
like,
is
Halloween,
here.
yeah.
We can start getting
If
ready for
Hallmark,
Because it's like,
Christmas.
they
Hallmark
have
can start showing movies in August, yeah.
July. It's
Well, I
Christmas
mean,
in July.
but they have like Nightmare Before Christmas decorations for Halloween, and then Nightmare Before Christmas decorations for Christmas.
Yep, yep.
So it's just and then you could just be like my husband, and it's year round for him because that's his favorite movie ever. A Christmas Carol,
Yes.
and I guess this is considered quote unquote horror
Because they're
they're a
ghosts.
ghost.
Mhm.
Wow.
And that's it. Yeah, that's the last one on the list.
So I have watched a couple of Christmas horror movies. How about that?
Nightmare Before Christmas and A Christmas Carol. Well, and Violent Night.
Gremlins. And Violent Night.
Gremlin, yeah. So there you go.
I got a lot of work to do. This one on Internet Movie Database that I pulled up has 44 movies on it.
Wow.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's the horror movie set at Christmas one.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm kind of curious. Yeah. Oh, and it has P2, like I was talking about on there. Yeah, I'm kind of curious about some of these too.
So I have a question. Are there any that you watch over and over again every year?
My favorite. Oh,
Like, more than once?
Are there any of the Christmas movies that you watch every year?
Every year?
Or now I know you said that
Nightmare
there were some.
Before Christmas?
Well, yeah, but I know that you said that you used to watch. Was it It's a Wonderful Life a lot when you were a kid? Are there any that you watch now every year?
Every year, probably, other than Nightmare Before Christmas, probably The Grinch. The Jim Carrey version of The Grinch.
Okay.
like it just wouldn't be Christmas if you don't watch it. right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
the Santa Claus. Probably. Yeah. Like
The one
those
with
are.
Tim.
Yeah, Tim Allen. Like those are like the two.
I almost said Tim Curry.
All right.
Could you imagine? Ho, ho.
But yeah, Tim, those two definitely. I don't watch Home Alone every year, but definitely I probably watch The Grinch every year.
Mm-hmm.
So, one year, Mom, Ashley, and I, Mom had printed off this list of Christmas movies, and we sat down and we all kind of voted. We picked like 5 or whatever movies that we wanted to watch.
Uh-huh.
And then we all sat and told each other what those 5 movies were so that we could kind of circle the ones that we all wanted to watch and prioritize those. And one of the movies that Ashley had recommended was Love, Actually.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
that's a
And
really good one.
that movie was actually like, it had some sad moments. It had some happy moments, sweet. And then there's
I
some
forgot
parts where
about
you're
that
mad,
one.
right? Because all the characters are got their crazy lives they're living. And it's funny because I saw that movie, and then it seems like every Christmas since then
We
I've
have
seen
watched it every single
it's
year.
come up,
Yeah, it's
even
like a
like
really
against
good-
my will.
We-
It's just
we
been on the
haven't-
TV.
I was going to
Yeah.
say that. We haven't tried to watch it every year, but it seems like we've watched it every year. And I think A Christmas Story is another one that we seem to wind up watching every year, whether
it's always
well,
on
and I know
TV.
there's
Because
some
they
channel.
have 24 hours of A Christmas
Yes,
Story
yes.
on like one of the channels.
I think it's TNT or one of those. I don't know. But yeah, you'll be flipping through channels and there it is. Oh, well, we'll just watch this,
Yeah.
Another Christmas romance that I really like. Well, there are 2 Christmas romances other than Love Actually that I really like. One is called The Holiday, and
Oh,
it has
yes.
Kate Winslet, Jack Black, Jude Law, and it's not on your master Christmas list, Cindy, so you need to put it on there.
I'm writing
But
on
yeah,
the list
it's
right now. So yeah.
Cameron Diaz, and like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
set during Christmas, where these two ladies they swap houses during Christmas. So that one's really cute. And then another Christmas romance that I like is called Holiday in Handcuffs.
Okay.
And it's Mario Lopez and Melissa Joan Hart. And she's under so much pressure from her family to bring a boyfriend home for
I
Christmas
think
that
we've
she
talked
kidnaps
about,
a guy.
We've talked about this one before.
We might
haven't we?
have, like, during the Hallmark movies episode.
Maybe so. Maybe
Yeah.
so.
Because that one was a Hallmarky
Uh-huh.
type movie.
I think
Those
I
are
remember
like
that.
my 3 favorite Christmas romance ones. What about you, Kristen? You have any Christmas romance movies that you like other than Love Actually?
You know what? We've talked about the Hallmark movies. I do love those stupid Hallmark movies. The thing that happens with those, though, is I have to be careful because once I get to watching them, it's hard to
can't
stop, and then I don't watch it like anything else.
Yeah.
And lately we've been having like kind of movie marathons that weren't Christmas movies.
Yes.
So like last year I hardly watched any, just a few.
Yeah.
I made Mom and everyone watch them on the retreat.
Yes, we did.
Last
Oh,
year
my
and
God.
then the year before.
So
too.
cheesy.
Yeah.
Literally.
So one of my favorites, I'm trying to remember what it's called. It's on Netflix and it's like the Prince ones. Hang on.
Oh,
Or go ahead.
the one with Vanessa Hudgens?
Yeah.
Oh, those are so cute.
Yeah.
I can't remember the names of those, though.
I think it's hers. Is it? Let me see.
Where she's a princess?
Yeah, the Princess Switch.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. I think we've talked about that one before too.
Yes.
Yes.
And they actually came out with like another one like the next year, and so I've watched those, and I'm like, I kind of hope they come out with some more. I don't know if they kind of ran out of storyline there, but I really like Freaky Friday stories where people swap places.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, didn't we discuss that? Is Trading Places
Yeah.
a Christmas
I think we
movie?
did.
Because
Yeah,
I think
love
it
that one
is
too.
considered a
Yeah.
Christmas movie, yes.
And so I'm like really hoping they come out with some more. There's actually quite a few last year that I didn't get to that were on like Peacock, because now there's like all these
I
different
know.
yeah, all the
places
streaming
of these
services.
to watch
streaming
movies.
Christmas ones.
And there was a Eddie Murphy one that came out last year, so I actually went because I didn't get to watch a whole lot of Christmas movies last year. I actually went and looked up what all the streaming movies were, and I'm probably going to do it for this year too because they'll start advertising those really soon, and I kind of want to make plans to watch a lot of those. I'm currently
You were talking about Lindsay Lohan, right? Or did my brain turn off? Because there's a new Lindsay Lohan Christmas streaming movie.
Okay. Yeah. I know. I have to like make them happen. Like,
Well, and that was
not
kind of the problem that
start
we
a
had
new
with
TV series or something.
like with the streaming. When we were streaming.
Oh my gosh, when we tried to do the DC ones,
Right.
we were watching them on all these different platforms because we didn't own any of those movies.
Yeah, and so we had to swap and swap.
At least
and swap
with
and swap.
Marvel, having them all in the Disney Plus, that made it so
Yes,
nice because they were
yes.
all on Disney Plus. But when we switched over to DC movies, they were literally everywhere.
Right,
Yeah, you gotta plan
because
it
Warner
out.
Brothers hasn't like
you probably
consolidated all of that.
Yeah, you probably spent a fortune on it too.
Yeah.
What
Like
playing
$5
here and
$5
there,
here and
like
there,
every
yeah.
day, like 3 different movies a day. Some
Yeah.
days, yeah.
Well, there was like 30 some odd movies on that list, and that was a challenge, and it was just challenging to get that many movies in to watching a chunk, trying to binge watch like that. It's easier to have unrelated movies, because then you can like watch all the ones on Netflix first and then watch all the ones on Amazon, and then you can move over to Peacock or Hulu or wherever.
Yeah.
So that it's a little easier to do that. And I don't know. It just seemed to me or maybe you're not in the mood for one of the movies. You can skip out of order when they're not related to each other. Like when we first started watching a movie, we actually had a list, and you had to choose one from every category. So you could just pick whatever you were in the mood for. So we had to have one that was funny, one that was romantic, one that was something for kids, something that was a classic, something that was a cartoon. So the kid one could or could not be a cartoon, but you also had to choose a cartoon. Something that was a drama, and it did not have to be a Christmas movie. Something that was unconventional, and that's where we'd go with something like Violent Night or Die Hard or something like that. And then something that was that year's must-see movie, and it didn't have to be a Christmas-related movie either. And so we only had 8 movies, and we wound up choosing one from each of those categories. And so then when we sat down to watch a movie, it's like, okay, what are we in the mood for right now? Well, it's been a hard day. I need something funny.
Yeah.
Or we've got a little bit of time. Let's do something serious. And so,
Yeah.
and that's a little bit different than trying to watch like all of the Star Wars or all of the DC or all of the Marvel, in that whole season. So that's a little bit different.
That's like a big like a take on that y'all did, because it took Jason and I did that like when we first started dating, we would like pick like we got on an action movie or a disaster movie kick, and so we watched all of the disaster movies that we could think of.
Yeah.
And then like and then we did all the Harry Potter, and then we did all of the Lord of the Rings, and then we did all of the Marvel movies and TV shows and everything like that in order.
Yeah, we did them in order too.
Yeah.
It took us months.
Yeah. Well, we dropped off when we did the year that we did Marvel for Christmas. We dropped off all of the TV series, and we dropped off some of the older Marvel stuff that was not related
Like
to
the
the
Hulk.
current.
Oh well, we did the MCU.
Yes, yeah, we
with
did the
all
MCU.
of the TV series, and
Yeah.
adding the TV series in there, it took months.
Oh yeah,
to do it.
Because I'm still trying to watch all of the TV series, and I was watching like them.
Well,
as
now they
came
keep
out.
coming out with more.
more.
Yeah.
And the same thing happened to the DC stuff. So we started with Christopher Reeve's Superman. I think we've talked about this before too. And we took out some things that were not related, and then in fact, I think we took out some of the Batman stuff. We did watch all the Batmans. You're right.
Batmans.
There was something that we took
See,
out.
that's like a
We took
separate
out,
thing. Like you want to
Supergirl.
bench all
Oh,
of
the
the
didn't
Supergirl.
watch
That's
the
right.
Supergirl.
Supergirl. But so there was some stuff we left off, and Christmas was over, and we still had not watched all of them. So
And then you add all of the DC TV shows.
right, we
if you
didn't
wanna
add
do that.
any of the TV shows.
I
in there.
really,
and they
like,
were still
wanted to
coming out
do-
with movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they just came out with a Joker.
Yeah.
And there's a new TV show called Penguin.
Yeah.
I would say, like, if you're going to binge that, like, especially DC, you would just need to watch all of the Batman movies, because there's like 9 or 10 of them.
Yeah.
And then you add Jokers in there, and that's like 12, 13, something like that. And that's like a whole binging season.
Yeah, but then you
do all
got
the
to add in Harley
Superman movies.
Quinn.
Oh yeah, then there's 2 Harley
Birds of
Quinn
Prey,
movies.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
then
well,
there's
and then you have Suicide Squad.
yeah, so
So-
that's like 15 movies right there.
Yeah.
And then you want to do the Superman, and then
You gotta watch Justice
and then you
League,
got to do Justice League, Batman,
Wonder
Superman, Dawn of Justice, Wonder Woman.
Aquaman.
That's like 15
you have
movies
to
right
watch
there
them all. You
too.
just watch them all. You
That you
watch
just
them
have to watch them
That's
all.
like
Just
30
watch them in
movies
order.
just
And
between
those aren't
Batman
even-
and
yeah.
Superman.
And they're not even Christmas movies. So
Yeah, and you should watch them in order too, because then you can really see how the directors change, like the persona of the characters, or
It's really interesting, like when you do the Harry Potters, because they had like a few different
a little bit
directors.
of different
You can
things,
see like
yeah.
the little differences that. Same with the Twilight movies. I think every Twilight movie had a
But you know
different
what
director.
always looks the same no matter what? A
Edward.
Hallmark movie.
No matter what the director, it all looks
I
the
know.
same.
All the sets look the same. They're like over decorated, but so lovely.
And cheesy.
Yeah.
Cheesy.
Oh yes.
What was
pour
the name
on
of that
cheese.
cheesy movie that we watched?
Oh, it was literally a cheese and wine.
Yes. What was the name of it?
Oh, who knows?
Okay.
Oh yeah, on our last retreat, we watched that cheese and
Yeah,
wine
you were there
movie.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
like
it was
I cringed
cheesy.
through the
It
whole
was
stopped.
cringy.
We stopped doing anything just to make fun of the movie and cringe.
Yeah, it was so good though. I mean, it's just background noise, feel good background noise.
Yeah. I do like watching stuff like that as like a background, especially like cleaning house and stuff. But then I sit down and want to watch it.
Yeah, it's cozy. I like just snuggling up in my chair with my pajamas and my dogs and a drink and got my phone. I can play my game on my phone and
I like to watch Christmas movies.
work
or
on my
whatever.
Christmas craft or whatever.
Work on
while
my
I'm doing
Christmas
it.
Yeah.
while I'm crafting
Yeah.
or while we're baking. You know, we'll be popping out racks of cookies. You know, and in between, I sit and watch a movie or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, guys. So what are we talking about next week?
Boundaries.
Oh my.
Oh, you were
That's
talking about
something that
Christmas
gets-
now, like family boundaries.
Yeah, family boundaries. Yeah.
For sure.
That's exactly why we're talking about it because
Yeah.
this time of
Yeah.
year,
And we're
sometimes
talking
you
about
really
it
do have
before
to set
Christmas,
your
so you can be
boundaries.
ready. Yeah.
Be prepared.
Exactly. Yeah, be prepared. And we want to hear from you guys. So hit us up on Facebook, hit us up on our website, modernmusings.net, and let us know what your favorite Christmas movie is. And we want to know if you think Die Hard is a Christmas movie. And we're going to put that poll on our Modern Musings chat. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? So hit us up. And we'll talk to y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.